What a moment indeed. I love the fact that wherever you go, I mean, you and your team always represent South African brands. You were dressed by a South African designer at the Grammys.
That's right, Gert-Johan Coetzee. I dressed both myself and Tulsi, my business partner. So, yes, I always have a South African designer. And I mean, I think South Africa's got the best musicians, the best designers.
The best food.
Yeah, the best food. We hosted a Grammy brunch on the day after the Grammy, a post-Grammy brunch. And we had Indian and Japanese food and South African wines.
Oh, fantastic.
Because, you know, the collaboration is between myself and an Indian singer and a Japanese cellist.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about Triveni and this collaboration and, of course, the collabs, the people that you have worked with on this album, Triveni.
Yeah, so it's really multinational, South Africa, Japan, India. And we also have 2 South African producers. Now, when you win a Grammy, the producers and engineers on the album also win a Grammy.
Wow.
So now these 2 producers that I've been working with for more than a decade finally have also won a Grammy. So that's Wessel van Rensburg and Maurits Lotz. So congrats to them.
Well done.
Yeah, so it's so beautiful to export South African music and South African spirit, and also to show that music builds bridges between cultures.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah.
And you're not new to exporting South African talent to the world. I mean, in 2023, when you won your 2nd Grammy, it was for your collaborative song, Bayete,
yeah.
with Nomcebo Zikote, as well as Tandon.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think what many people don't know is that you have always been quite intentional about exporting South African talent.
Yeah.
Tell me how that went about.
Well, you know, we have such incredible richness and such incredible musicians in South Africa, and I never realized it. I think we take it for granted. And when I started traveling, I realized it's not the same overseas. You know, we have something extremely special in South Africa that we just think it's every day. But I'm also a Grammy voting member, so I get sent a lot of music from all over the world, and the South African music is really up there. I think we deserve to play a much bigger role internationally, and we have the music, we have the culture, we have the richness, the world's hungry for it, but we need to do a bit better at the business of music.
Oh,
yeah.
In what areas do you feel that we should be improving in the business of music?
I think, you know, well, in order to export it, we need to make sure it's heard and people know about it. So it's about promoting, it's a lot about promoting social media and all of that. So I think there's room for improvement. But what people don't know is that everything else is already in place.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got a winning formula, and you know, if we can go back to that moment in 2023, when the song was announced, you were up against some very stiff competition in that category.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there were some people who were saying, but you know, we don't know the song in South Africa, which shows just how little people know about what it takes to win a Grammy, right? You're not going to win a Grammy because someone knows your song or doesn't know your song. It's based on a lot of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that process. I mean, what does it take to win a Grammy?
Yeah, you voted by your peers, and there are 13,000 voting members worldwide, most of them in the US. These are all musicians or producers or engineers, so they're all creatives. So you voted by your fellow musicians. So, and the instruction to the voting membership is not to vote on fame or social media, but to vote on the musical quality. And that's why, like in 2023, we could beat, we weren't as well known, but Burna Boy had his big hit last.
Yeah.
And we managed to beat that in the final round. In the first round, Ed Sheeran and Fireboy had this song Peru, and we got nominated ahead of that. Justin Bieber also had a collab there, but they listen to the music and they vote on the musical quality.
It's purely based on merit.
Yes.
Which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Now, a lot has happened for you. Most recently, you were honored with an honorary doctorate. Tell me, give us more details about that. When did it happen, and where, and what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it's by Triveni University of Technology, and it's a full circle moment because I think in '84, because I studied engineering at university, but during my honors studies, I also did a first year of a musical diploma at TUT. And so many years later, to have that full circle moment where they honored me with an honorary doctorate, it's a very special moment for me. You know, you work so hard on the music, and I make a point of giving back and promoting young South African musicians and helping kids. Just to get recognized, this is special. Yeah,
you do a lot, which I mean, your humility is just astounding. And I want to talk a bit more about your philanthropic and developmental work. And don't hold back, because I know you. You'll be downplaying it like, oh, you know, we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let's go.
Well, I've been supporting SOS Children's Villages for, I think, 25 years. So I take care of all the living costs of 10 kids. And they're in Ennerdale here in South Africa, in south of Johannesburg. I've also built them a house, the Rustenburg, in Rustenburg, for kids there. And then I've sponsored dance classes and music classes. And I also try and help young musicians. So, you know, I did in a collaboration with the Ndlovu Youth Choir. And when they were completely unknown, and I was very intentional to try and help them broadcast their talents all over the world. And so I did a collab and shot a music video with them, and that music video went viral. And America's Got Talent then saw the video and then invited them to join, to come enter. And then the whole of South Africa watched as they went from round to round to round. Oh. And then when they came back, they were famous over here. Now they've got more than 2 million TikTok followers. Each child is able to support their family on the musical income. And then I thought, let me try and help another choir. So I've been working with Mzansi Youth Choir, and they were also invited to America's Got Talent just recently, and also went all the way to the finals. So, you know, I think South African music deserves to be heard, and that's why I do like the collab with Nomcebo and Zakes, just to export the music, let the world know about it. And I'm fortunate to have the platform overseas and in the Grammy world. So, you know,
and the know-how and the knowledge,
yeah,
and the experience and the expertise.
Yeah, and then I like to try and take people with me on that journey.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's really amazing. And what are you working on currently?
Well, this year I've had a lot of collaboration requests, but I've been so busy with this album that I haven't had time to do it. So I'm looking to do some cross-genre collaborations, maybe some amapiano or a song or a R&B song. So there's a few discussions that we're having at the moment, and I'm also working with, you know, but this is, rather than doing a whole album, I just don't have energy at the moment. It just takes so much.
I mean, you must be drained. You just came back from LA, from the Grammys. But Wouter, we're going to have to leave it right there. Thank you so much. Thank you for the work that you do in developing artists in South Africa, really, and just taking everybody along with you.
Thank you, Mr. Chava. So nice chatting to you.
Thank you for your time. All right, that was Dr. Wouter Kellerman, 3-time Grammy winner, 5-time Grammy nominee, 9-time South African Music Awards winner, 13 times. Hey, the man is well decorated. And by the way, this is a very important thing. You haven't showed us what you're holding.
Yeah, this is the nominee medallion that you get on the eve of the Grammys. You have a nominee reception. And they give you this beautiful medallion. And that's the highlight of the week because everybody's in celebratory mood.
So my EP wants to know, where's the actual Grammy?
The actual Grammy, you know, because nobody knows who's wins it until the day, so they still have to inscribe it, and then they post it to you a few months later only. So I have to be patient and wait for it.
Fantastic. We hope to see you back with the physical Grammy. All right. Thanks, Wouter.